Hello, guys, and welcome to another Ninjago episode review. In this video, I'm going to be reviewing episode 8 of Hands of Time, which is called Pause and Defect. And I know this isn't going out with my normal schedule, but I kind of couldn't do it last night, so I'm doing it right now. So, first, I'm going to be talking about the story of the episode, and then kind of what I liked about it, and then what I didn't like, and then kind of overview at the end. So, what happens in the episode? So, it obviously continues from last episode. They're at Vermilion Swamp Base. Kainia arrive, um, and the Hands of Time plan out things with Makia and Blanc and Ragamuffin are made to guard Wu. So then the ninjas split up for like 10,000th time in the season, and Lloyd looks for Wu, Zane looks for Cyrus Borg, Jay and Cole try to free the prisoners, and Kainia are supposed to look for Incarnate's Crux, but obviously they do not. And so Lloyd, he ends up getting Wu for just a second. Wu almost died, but since the pause blade arrived at the right moment, it paused, so Lloyd had time to evaluate what he was going to do so he could save Wu. But eventually, Blank and Ragmonk took Wu back. And obviously, the pause blade arrived. That's why it's called pause and effect. The Hands of Time already knew it was going to appear at a certain location, so they got it. And Zane saw a trace of Cyrus Borg, but then he lost it, and then eventually found another one later, but it was when he was being captured. And Cyrus Borg finished the apparatus. Again, he tried to sabotage it, but Makia keeps catching him, so he can't do that. And, well, it's not looking very good right now. He made the apparatus, so it works only when all 4 time blades are put in, and later in the episode we learn the plan of the Hands Time, which we'll talk about in just a minute. But Jay and Cole arrive at the prisoners area, and Karloff is there. We finally get to see another one of the Elemental Masters. And of course, we saw Skylar in the last episode, but it's awesome to see some lesser known ones. Because, I mean, the last time we saw an Elemental Master besides Skylar was in the Jin Blade and Skybound. It was a really, really brief appearance. So they try to free the prisoners. The prisoners build a ladder, but Jay knocks it over before it gets finished, and all the Vermilion here, and they have to fight the Vermilion, and they barely escape. And then Kai and Nia, well, Kai's determined on finding his parents because he knows his parents are going to be down here. So he eventually finds the blacksmith shop, and well, he was right about the assumption. His parents are in there. His parents are working on it. He has a fight with his father, and then his mother comes out, and they both realize that Kai and Nia both have control of their elemental powers. And then they tell what happens because obviously when the time blades were tried to be lost in time, and Acronix Crux went after them, Acronix and Crux, well, they thought got lost in time as well. And then they saw a blimp, and that's how Wu knew that Acronix was going to appear that day, because he saw the blimp. And that's actually in the first episode. The blimp passes by at the way start of the episode. But he thought Crux got lost in time because only Acronix appeared. And also the fast forward blade appeared there, so he thought that all the other blades were lost in time. But Crux actually came back a few seconds later, and the reversal blade came back a few seconds after that, and Crux didn't notice it, but Wu found the reversal blade. And then Crux, since he was still around, he pretended to be Dr. Saunders, and he made friends with Ray and Maya. And then one day, he kidnapped them, threatening to hurt Kai and Nia. So they had to do work for him. And the reason that Ray has been stamping his blacksmith symbol into all the helmets is because he hoped that one day somebody would notice. So that's pretty cool. That was definitely a lot of backstory for a lot of stuff that we did not know yet. But of course, the Hands Time, Acronix and Crux, of course they heard this about the reversal blade, so they know it's not just going to appear, and they kind of barged in. And Ray and Maya said that only the combined powers of fire and water could get there, which means, fusion dragon probably. The Chronic's Crux took the fusion blade, but I'm thinking they're going to need that in the next episode. But they're going to try and blackmail Kai and Nia to get the last time blade. Either that or their parents get hurt or they have to work for Chronic's Crux. So this was a really good episode. A lot of stuff um, was revealed in it. Also, at the end, the rest of the ninja, besides Kai and Nia, get cornered by the Vermilion. And it seems like, it's the end. But definitely a really suspenseful episode. I really like this episode. So much stuff was revealed. A lot about Kai and Nia's parents. Now we know a lot of stuff that we did not know before about them. That was really cool. Um, what did I not like about the episode? Zane, he didn't do much. He really didn't do anything. I mean, he got a trace of Cyrus Borg, lost it, ran around for like 20 minutes, then finally got a trace back of Cyrus Borg again, ran after him, and realized that the Hands of Time were taking Wu and Cyrus Borg on the ship. So, yeah, Zane didn't really do anything. And Lloyd, because I honestly, I wasn't super interested in what Zane and Lloyd were doing the whole time. Because they didn't really do much. I mean, Zane, yeah, like I already told you about that. Lloyd, I mean, he found Wu, chased them. Literally, he chased Blunk and Ragmonk for like 10 minutes. Then he got Wu for a few seconds, and then Blunk Ragmonk took him back. So it wasn't really any crazy fight that happened. And at least besides Kai and Nia, I mean, Jay and Cole, that was actually pretty interesting. The stealth mission to get him was pretty cool. And seeing what happened and then seeing all the people run from the Vermilion. That was actually pretty interesting. But the other two, they didn't really do much throughout the whole episode. I didn't like that. I think they should have done much, especially Lloyd, because he's supposed to be the most powerful and the leader and everything. And Zayden's, the smart one. He should be able to find Cyrus Borg even if he doesn't have like a heat signature of him. But yeah, I really think this was a really good episode. I'm really excited for the final two episodes. Definitely want to see what happens in this. I know that probably Chronic Crooks can get all the time blades because in Ninjago they're never able to stop the villain before they unleash the ultimate weapon. But it was pretty cool. So yeah, thanks for watching. Remember to like if you liked it. Sub for most. I'm making future videos on my channel. And with that being said, guys, goodbye.